I bet it was.
Most
Did she even say anything? Did he?
Did you?
No, they sat in silence.
TLC's silence, Amy Slaton's arrest, and the dark cover-up. Nobody's talking about scandals are nothing new in reality television. Fans have seen divorces, cheating, addictions, health crises, and even arrests. But what is allegedly happening now with 1000 LB? Sisters star Amy Slaton and her new husband, Brienne Levern, is far more disturbing and far more dangerous, according to escalating rumors, leaked documents, and whispered reports from local insiders. Amy and Brian have once again been arrested, this time in connection with drug trafficking charges. What makes the story shocking isn't just the allegations themselves, but the deafening silence surrounding them. TLC has said nothing. Mainstream media has reported nothing. It's as though this explosive scandal has been buried before it even surfaced. And that raises the most terrifying question. What else is TLC hiding? Amy Slaton, the fan favorite, to understand why this alleged scandal feels like a betrayal. You need to remember Amy's role on the show. Unlike her sister Tammy, who was often cast as the villain battling addictions, outbursts, and near-death medical scares, Amy was the heart of the series. She married, had children, and tried balancing her weight loss journey with motherhood. TLC carefully shaped her into the relatable sister, the one fans rooted for. It's a symbol of hope. But if these reports are true, Amy's image wasn't just misleading, it was a mask. Behind the warm smiles and family-focused storylines may have been a much darker reality, a pattern of trouble. What makes this even more disturbing is that this isn't the first time Amy has faced legal controversy. Rumors of drug use, shady associations, and questionable behavior have circled her family for years. TLC, critics claim, has gone to great lengths to hide these incidents, editing them out of storylines, reshaping narratives, and keeping the spotlight on weight loss instead of real-world issues. If Amy and Brian truly are facing new charges, then the shadows are no longer avoidable. The timeline, what allegedly happened, sources close to the Slaton family claim. Amy and Brian were arrested after being linked to a local drug investigation. Online forums report that court documents list Amy and Brian alongside other defendants. Fans claim these documents briefly appeared in public records, only to mysteriously disappear later. Some allege TLC lawyers are quietly working behind the scenes, scrubbing social media and threatening local outlets into silence. The result? A scandal that feels erased in real time. And in today's media environment, where the smallest celebrity mishap can go viral in minutes, the silence is suspicious. How could a reality star with millions of followers be facing such serious allegations and yet receive zero mainstream coverage? The only logical explanation: someone powerful is making sure the story doesn't spread. Why silence? The money factor. The answer may come down to one word: money. 1000 Delby Sisters isn't just a TV show. It's one of TLC's most profitable franchises, with millions of viewers each season, massive social media engagement, and endless buzz. The Slatons have become a cash machine, and at the center of that machine is Amy. She's the sister fans trust. It's the one who embodies redemption. If she falls, the entire brand risks collapse. Advertisers could withdraw. Viewers might turn away. The network's reputation could take a massive hit. For TLC, the financial stakes couldn't be higher, which is why critics argue they are willing to do whatever it takes, even cover up crimes, to protect the brand. The cover-up, a familiar pattern. If this sounds extreme, remember, this wouldn't be the first time TLC has been accused of hiding scandals. The Duggar family, 19 kids and counting, collapsed after shocking secrets were allegedly covered up until they could no longer be hidden. Sister wives faced years of allegations about abuse and manipulation, which producers reportedly edited around until public pressure exploded. The pattern is clear. TLC thrives on chaos when it fuels ratings. But when scandal threatens the entire brand, it disappears into silence. Amy's alleged arrest, therefore, falls into the most dangerous category. The kind TLC cannot afford to expose. Fan outrage, betrayal in real time while the mainstream press remains quiet. Fans haven't missed a thing. Online communities are ablaze. Some claim to have seen Amy and Brian's names on local dockets. Others insist those records vanished overnight. A few even accuse TLC of paying outlets to bury coverage until it's safe. For many viewers, this feels like a betrayal. They cried with Amy. They cheered her on through pregnancies, divorce, and remarriage. They believed her story was authentic now. They wonder if the whole thing was an illusion, a carefully crafted narrative hiding a double life connected to drugs and crime. Brian Levern, the toxic influence. Brian's role in this story cannot be overlooked. From the moment he appeared, fans were skeptical. Many believed he wasn't the right partner for Amy, and some now argued that he pulled her into dangerous territory. Was Amy complicit, fully aware of what was happening? Or was she vulnerable after her divorce, seeking stability and blindly drawn into Brian's world? Either way, Brian's presence has amplified the scandal. For critics, he's the symbol of everything wrong with Amy's supposed redemption arc. The bigger question, how long can TLC keep this quiet? Even more shocking is the claim that TLC is still filming with Amy despite the rumors. If true, this raises disturbing questions. Are producers knowingly hiding criminal allegations? Is the network prioritizing ratings over honesty? And how long can they keep the truth from exploding? Every day, TLC stays silent. The risk grows. Because if fans feel deceived, if advertisers discover they've been misled, and if mainstream outlets finally confirm the story, the backlash could be catastrophic. The corporate machine behind the scenes, TLC, has powerful tools at its disposal. The network reportedly employs entire legal teams dedicated to managing scandals. Their tactics allegedly include sending CSM diocese letters to local reporters, paying off sources to stay silent, scrubbing damaging mentions from social media if even part of this is true. Then the Amy and Brian scandal isn't just about drugs. It's about corporate manipulation, censorship, and the deliberate deception of millions of fans. A dangerous precedent at the end of the day. This isn't just a messy reality TV controversy. It's something bigger, darker, and far more dangerous. If Amy and Brian are indeed facing serious charges, and if TLC is covering it up, then we're witnessing a reality television empire protecting itself at all costs. Even at the expense of truth, it would mean the end of Amy Slaton's career, the collapse of 1,000 TLC sisters, and a devastating blow to TLC's credibility. The real story here isn't just the arrest. It's the cover-up. Final thoughts for now. Fans are left with only whispers, leaks, and suspicions. TLC refuses to comment. Media outlets stay quiet. Amy and Brian themselves remain silent. But silence doesn't last forever. Scandals always surface, no matter how deeply they're buried. And when this one finally does, the fallout could be unlike anything reality TV has ever seen. Because this isn't just about Amy. This isn't just about Brian. This is about trust. Fans believed in Amy Slaton. They believed her story represented hope. If those fans discover they've been lied to, deceived, and manipulated for profit, the betrayal will be total. The betrayal will be... Whispers spread like wildfire. Amy Slaton and her husband, Brian Levern, were allegedly arrested on serious drug-related charges. Yet hours after the rumors appeared on local news and social media, the stories vanished. Posts were deleted, accounts suspended, and online chatter silenced. Fans began asking, why the blackout? Ordinarily, tabloids and outlets like TMZ would feast on a scandal like this. A reality star in handcuffs. That's a headline that guarantees clicks. But in this case, nothing. No mainstream coverage, no official confirmation, not even a passing mention. The silence has only fueled speculation that TLC, the network behind 1000 LB Sisters, is orchestrating a cover-up. A machine too valuable to fail for TLC, Amy isn't just another reality star. She's the heart of a multi-million-dollar franchise. The Slaton sisters generate ratings, international streaming deals, YouTube spin-offs, and merchandise. A collapse in Amy's image wouldn't just damage one person, it could threaten an entire brand. That financial motive makes the cover-up theory plausible. If arrests are real, admitting the truth could cost TLC millions overnight. Fans recall how the network has softened or erased scandals before. When Amy divorced Michael Halterman, rumors swirled of darker details. On-screen viewers saw only a sanitized version. Now Brian is portrayed as quiet, supportive, and steady, a stark contrast to the troubling whispers behind the scenes. If TLC is willing to rewrite history in editing, what else might they be hiding? The double standard other Slaton family's storylines have been aired without mercy. Tammy's near-death health crises were front and center. Chris's struggles with weight loss were openly shown. Amanda's fiery temper became a defining trait. Yet Amy has consistently been framed as the survivor, the victim, the sympathetic character. This selective narrative benefits TLC because it keeps fans rooting for her. But that same bias gives the network far more to lose if Amy's image collapses. Protecting her reputation isn't just about Amy, it's about protecting the show itself. If the lead character falls, so does the franchise. Reality or illusion? Fans accuse TLC of manufacturing a fake reality. Though marketed as unscripted, every frame we see has been shaped by producers and editors. Behind the scenes, scandals, legal troubles, and family dysfunction can be hidden with the click of a mouse. Viewers are left with a carefully staged illusion of authenticity. Amy and Brian's alleged arrests could shatter that illusion. If TLC actively concealed criminal activity, it wouldn't just be a scandal for the Slaton family, it would expose the mechanics of how reality TV itself manipulates truth. And that possibility terrifies fans. Because if this story is true, what other scandals have been buried? How many celebrities have been shielded by networks desperate to protect their cash cows? Amy's silence speaks volumes. One of the strangest elements of the story is Amy's own silence. She's active on social media, regularly posting about her children, marriage, and daily life. Yet she has never once addressed the swirling rumors. Some believe TLC has legally barred her from speaking out. Others think she hopes the scandal will disappear if ignored. But the longer she remains quiet, the guiltier she appears. For fans, silence is confirmation. Fallout. The domino effect: if proof of arrest surfaces, the fallout could be catastrophic on multiple levels. Amy Slaton for over a decade. She's been a relatable figure whose journey inspired millions. If criminal allegations are confirmed, her image as a fighter and mother collapses overnight. Instead, she becomes a cautionary tale of fame, addiction, and downfall. Brian Leverone, though public perception casts him as quiet and supportive. Insiders whisper that he may have been the catalyst for Amy's troubles. If true, his role in this scandal is devastating. Even if he's seen as a co-participant rather than instigator, his reputation is finished. TLC. The most devastating impact may fall on the network itself. By continuing to film Amy and editing her storyline into a sanitized narrative, TLC risks being accused of knowingly hiding criminal behavior. If advertisers or streaming platforms pull support, the 1000 LB Sisters franchise could collapse, costing the network millions and damaging its credibility across all reality programming. A history of network cover-ups. Fans point to past TLC scandals as evidence this wouldn't be the first cover-up. The Duggar family's controversies were downplayed for years. Other reality stars tied to the network have had their darkest moments edited out or reframed. In each case, the priority was clear: protect the brand, not the truth. If Amy's scandal proves real, TLC could face not only backlash but also lawsuits. Concealing crimes to protect profits crosses from questionable ethics into outright misconduct. Cracks in the industry. The scandal highlights a deeper issue in reality television as a whole. For years, viewers have accepted blurred lines between